right. So here's what's happening to you. This is why, like, come what you said, 2 o'clock, you can't solve any more problems. You have no creativity or innovation left in you. Your decisions become bad. You're like, you just say yes to anything because you just don't have the mental capacity to deal. Here's what happens. So as humans, what we do is our days are filled with busyness, right? We go from meeting to task to task to meeting to email to task to phone call to meeting to email, right? You get the point. So by 2 o'clock in the afternoon, your brain has all these open tabs that have never been closed out. And each of those tabs is sucking just a little bit of energy from your brain. So by the time you get to 2 o'clock, your 100% capacity is being used up in all these other things that you're not even working on anymore. It's happening in the background. So I call it mental residue because it's just like layers of layers of layers, and it weighs you down and it feels heavy and exhausting. And that's why the decision making and creative problem solving and strategic thinking and innovation really start to fail. So what we need to do is we got to scrape off that mental residue, right? We've got to close those tabs. So here is what I want you to do. Every time you have a meeting, I want you to make sure that after that meeting, you have 10 minutes to take a movement or a meditation break. So neuroscience has shown that our brains take 7-ish minutes to close out one task, right? Clear it out of the brain and then move on to the next. But we don't give ourselves that. That's why we got all these open tabs in our brain operating in the back that we don't even know about, creating all that mental residue and sucking all our energy. So it's really simple. All you need to do is actually close those tabs. So here's what we do at Launch Street. Every meeting is 20 minutes or 50 minutes. It's not 30 and it's not 60. And those last 10 minutes are always for movement and meditation breaks. And oh, by the way, if your meeting can take 30 minutes, it can also take 20. We fill the time we have. You'll actually be more productive. Trust me, you don't need those extra 10 minutes. What you do need is those 10 minutes to close out and then open space for the new thing that's coming next. So it's kind of like if you have your computer open, I don't know if you like have your browser open and you've got like 50 tabs and then your computer starts to slow down. Same shit, right? It's just happening in our brains. So schedule your day and allow for breaks. Now, I know what some of you are thinking, whoa, Tamara, I don't have an hour to give up to movement and meditation breaks, right? When you add up all those 10 minutes. Well, you do. And here's why you do. Because if you don't, the work that you do down the road is going to be less meaningful, less productive, and less innovative. So what's the point? You've just wasted hours. You're better off spending 10 minutes here, 10 minutes here, 10 minutes here, and then being more innovative and more productive for the rest. Now think about it for a second, because you asked the question. Think about for a minute that you are doing that, not over a day, but over your entire week, over a month, over a lifetime of all these open tabs that never get closed out. So we got to put in movement and meditation breaks. But here's the trick. And this is the part nobody likes to hear. No streaming, no email, no stimulus. This is not a chance to scroll TikTok, right? This is a chance to just clear it out. So close out the email, just take a walk around your office, around the park, around your house. I don't care. Go out into your backyard and do some grounding where you put your feet in the dirt, like whatever it is. But don't take in stimulus. Or do some movement, do some push-ups, do some jumping jacks, do some squats, like whatever works for you is great. I love to do push-ups. For me, that's a great way to just get the blood going, but also clear out my brain and close things out. So you need 10-minute movement and meditation breaks. If you do that, that 2 p.m. wall that you keep hitting will actually go away.